Finding the right woman to marry is easily the most important decision you will ever make in your life as a Muslim man. I've seen so many brothers who ruin their relationship with their family, friendships with me, like everything in their life ruined just because they chose the wrong woman to get with or marry. I used to hang with a lot of Kafirs. Anyway, unfortunately, this is not something that you can just entrust to your family. A lot of you guys probably have this idea that, well, I'm just going to let my mom choose a woman for me and I don't have to worry about it. That is the worst thing you can do. And I'll explain to you why. The number one myth that we can all relate to is this idea that marrying a university educated woman is somehow going to make our life better. Now, by the end of this video, you'll realize that this is so not true, that it is the opposite of the truth. First of all, though, where does this idea even come from? Basically, in the past, in Muslim countries, it was quite hard to find people with high intelligence because, there was no information. You couldn't access books. You could only listen to what people around you tell you. So one of the only ways to find intelligent people was to see if they went to university or not. That was one of the only ways. And why do you need an intelligent person to marry? Because if you married a woman who has a low IQ, when things get difficult, they're just going to react emotionally. I don't really feel like staying with my family, so I'm just going to do what makes me feel good, and then they're going to become hoes or something. That's why they actually need to be intelligent. That being said, there is so much information out there. Anyone who has access to the internet or TV or books, if they were going to be intelligent, they already will find a way to gather information into their brain. And if they're stupid, then that's just on them. They're just stupid, that's it, right? Here's the bad news. Now we have a whole new problem. A woman's ego. And I believe, being the most misogynistic man on the planet, a woman's ego is the biggest hurdle of relationships in the 21st century. Women who are university educated are way more likely to get divorced than non-educated women. Now, when I say that, all the feminists are going to come after me saying, well, it's because they get taken advantage of if they're not educated, they don't have financial stability, they're too stupid to leave, and all these BS trying to make themselves feel good. But that's just the feminine mindset. It's just everything is oppression. Everything in the world happens because men oppress women. That's the idea. Here's the real reason. When women go to university, their ego gets pumped up every single day. It's like they go in this campus and there's a guy who puts a hose into their brain. They put like a pump into their brain and they just pump up their ego to make it as big as possible, right? And this is why when things get hard, they're just going to do what they feel like doing. Because ego itself is a very primitive thing. That's Freudian psychology for you. What it means is she will always put her emotions above anything else in her life. The family, who cares? Well, my friends, who cares? I'm going to do what I feel is right. And this has nothing to do with intelligence anymore. So here's my advice to you as someone who's had a lot of life experience. I'm not going to talk about it on the internet, but I just have experience, okay? Just trust me. If you don't trust me, you don't have to listen to me. Find a woman who is intelligent, but doesn't care about her career, doesn't care about qualifications. If a woman reads books, bro, 100%, that's a wife. If she listens to informative podcasts, that's a huge green flag. I really want you to understand, as my viewer, that you are in danger of messing up your life completely by following these traditional norms for finding a wife. Times are different. We have to understand that with technology, with the way universities are going in this modern age, we have to think completely differently than our parents did to find a good wife. It's a very serious problem, especially when divorce rates are like 50% around the world. But number one thing you have to do if you want to find a good wife, you have to improve the hell out of yourself, bro. In this modern day, if you're not a very high, I hate to say this term, but a high value male, if you're at least not in like top 10% of males, women will look down on you because they've seen so many men who are really above that standard. They watch these stupid Instagrammers, these rappers, and that's how they think men should be. So improve your iman, become a man of character, and that's what's going to attract them. Subscribe to my channel if you do find this message helpful, and on the next video, I'm going to teach you further how to become the man you want to be.